Wiener Dog Joe and the bun in the morning, coming to you live at the break of dawn and telling you the things that you need to know. Now let's cut the music and start the show. Welcome back, you wiggly wanguses, to Wiener Dog Joe and the bun in the morning. Episode number 38, coming at you live at the break of dawn, telling you the things that you need to know. I'm Jimmy Pancakes, and with me, as always, is the freaky, the deaky, the sometimes leaky Django Tyson. How's it going, amigo?
Good morning, Jimmy Pancakes. Oh,
What's
man.
up?
It's great to be up, watching the sun rise on my way over here was just beautiful this morning. The birds were chirping.
It's the break of dawn.
Yeah, it's the break of dawn over here, and and we're chilling out, and we're having a good time, and we're gonna keep the energy up here because it is time to get up and get moving for your productive days that you no doubt.
That's what we do.
We do.
We get you moving. We get you up. We get you hard. We get you moving.
I know you got a lot to do today. I know you got a lot to do. I know it's hard. I know you're hard, and it's time to break the dawn. It's time to break it down at the break of dawn.
Yeah, utilize your time well. If you think the post office is only going to take 5 minutes, it probably will take more. So, plan accordingly.
Oh, man. Post office. This was a tough one.
Yeah, you were there.
I was
You were there today in L.A.
Today, before the break of dawn at the post office.
This definitely is not being recorded at 420. Buy into that what you will.
420 Pro. Oh no!
Yeah,
no, it's good to be back for our 38th episode. Really getting close to number 50, which we're gonna have to have some kind of celebration when we reach that milestone.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. We'll have to think about it. But big thanks to our listeners for sticking with us for this long. Matter of fact, if you've got a suggestion for how we should celebrate the 50th episode, go ahead and send us an email. What's that address where they should send that over to?
I believe
Jimmy?
It's happy birthday 50th episode at wienerdog.com.
Wienerdog.com.
That is, or you could just leave a comment below. That also works as well.
Of course.
And send $5 to our web zone.
That's really how you get it.
Yeah, but how are you today, man? What's been up in your life?
I had a bit of an adventure at the post office this morning. I got to tell you, man, people, I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays, man.
Many things. Many things are wrong with people.
I went in
it
there,
varies.
right? All I wanted to do was mail a to Japan, right? Should be simple.
Oh my God. You know what? As somebody who has worked in the mailing industry, I worked at the UPS store for quite some time. I fucking hate you right now.
I didn't know this about you.
So, people coming in and doing that. I worked there for like 2 years, man.
Was that the UPS store
Jimmy Pancakes
on here on Earth or on your Maculum?
It was the one here. The Yermaculum one is the EPS.
The EPS, right.
Yeah, it's Yermaculum in case people are not understanding the spelling. It's not a HER.
Wait, what does PS stand for?
EPS?
Yeah.
Yermaculum Postal Service, man.
Is that what UPS stands for? Like, what's United?
Maybe United Postal Service. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
With some measure of confidence.
And that concludes the word from our sponsor, UPS, for the week.
By the way, if you want to sponsor us, send an email to sponsorship@wienerdog.com. And hopefully, what would you want to endorse on this show? Like, what would be good to endorse?
Ketchup.
Hot dogs, maybe?
We both pretty much had the same direction. So, yeah, something in the hot dog condiment industry. I think that's where we lie as far as, like, stock category goes. Yeah. Yeah, ballpark snacks sector. Yeah.
Or ballpark instrumentation, like bats and hockey sticks, maybe? Because we do have a sports segment.
Sure. Okay. There's probably more money in that. So if you're a maker of hockey sticks or bats, please contact us at 728 Wiener Dog Avenue. That's in
New York, right?
In New York.
And in Pasadena.
In New York or Pasadena.
Same address, though.
Yes, in both. We made sure to make it easy. But
yeah. Well, I had a question for you, because I didn't have any postal adventures, but I thought we could strategize something. So I want to like diversify the types of content I produce on this channel on YouTube. And I thought maybe we could just like figure out some cool things for me to do on this channel.
Let's brainstorm.
Yeah, let's brainstorm. I could like read books for people. I could read like technical manuals very slowly or something like that. I think that get a lot of views.
I also
thought about like various
what's the gist
forms
of
of ASMR.
Oh wait. ASMR?
Well, right now it's just podcasts. I have the one with us, and then I have some other ones with a guy who sounds somewhat like me named Jesse.
So you mean this channel you're talking about, the current channel?
Yes, this channel.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I thought it was a proverbial this. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see. Okay, so, I really love the various ASMRs idea because your voice is so perfect for that I think that could attract a pretty good audience.
I just like whisper sensual things to you regarding wiener dogs.
I think that it should be Thomas the Train Engine roleplay ASMR.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do I lean into like the fact that it's children, a story for children, or do I like eroticize it? Like, what do I do?
Make it really creepy, like that.
Oh, you think that's what people want to listen to when they go to bed? Or want to chill out?
I think that's
it's me sensually, darkly reading Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, you're not reading it. It's a role play, so you've got to get intimately familiar with all the characters.
Oh, I'm not reading it.
And then create a role play based. Yeah, I want an original role play.
It's like an off-the-cuff dramatic scenario.
Yeah. And it could be...
Or something that I write. It sounds like a lot of work, man.
Oh, it is. Because you would be expected to have episodes and continuing stories and, like, love stories and betrayal and, like, violence and murder and sex scenes and all that. And all of it in ASMR.
How?
So, like, when there's, like when there's a sex scene, you're like, and then, like, Tanky the Train Engine put his thing, and it was, like...
So that's where the ASMR comes in, is with the disgusting mouth noises and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Because I was wondering, like, where's the delineation between storytelling and ASMR? So you're saying, like, utilize all of my linguistic capabilities to make the most disgusting ASMR sounds to complement the story.
The work which will become a new genre in itself will be known as Wiener Dog Joe ASMR stories.
Maybe this is the way to do it. Yeah, maybe this is how we break the internet. I'm sure everyone... Yeah, let us know below if you would like to hear this. And then I won't do it, regardless.
I'm already looking forward to the next episode. I want to see, it's kind of like a will they won't they thing between, Frankie the Tanky and Jane the Train. So I really want to see if how that ship plays out. You mean in the original Thomas?
Yeah, because it sounds like they could be.
It could have been, but I don't.
You did very well there if you did it off the cuff. Frankie the Tanky and Jane the Train, baby. It's like those are names of trains in a children's story, that's for sure. Anyway, let's do the news.
On to the news.
So last week,
what you got for us?
We had a letter from President Richard Nixon, and under his leadership today, the USA has declared war on Vietnam. That's right. We're going to liberate the North part of the country from godless communists. I'm sure it'll go well. At the very least, I bet we'll get a lot of good movies about it,
Wow. Well, do you think that Richard might have been influenced by your answer to the best policy? You kind of seemed like you were promoting him to just, do what he wanted or do what he thought we would want. And
see, if he did do it because he thought that's what we wanted, it's because he knows I love movies and he knows that Vietnam War will give birth to a lot of great cinema. So that's the only way I can construct that in my brain.
So worth all the deaths of all the innocent young lives because of the cinematic potential.
Yeah, and then in a few years, Francis Ford Coppola will release a movie called Apocalypse Now, where Marlon Brando rambles for 40 minutes. And it'll be the greatest thing ever.
How have you seen... Do you have a crystal ball?
I mean, Django Tyson, come on. The listeners know we exist in different time streams. We slip around.
All right. I guess we've already let that cat out of the bag about 14, 15 episodes ago, so there's no point
in
trying to... Yeah, there's no point in trying to act like...
Well, the Weiner Dog Joe listener base are smart people. They figured this out long ago when we talked about... when we were at the JFK assassination. They put 2 and 2 together.
Well, a big apology to our listeners who are going off to die in Vietnam. Let it be known that your deaths will be memorialized in the form of many great films in the future.
Yeah, also like The Deer Hunter with Robert De Niro. That's a good one, too.
Also, Richard Nixon, you're a bastard. You're a bastard.
Richard Nixon, you suck. Hunter Thompson's going to write some mean things about you, and I will enjoy them.
But thank you for writing to us. We do appreciate the attention. We've gotten a lot more followers on Instagram since Nixon reached out to us. So
it's true. You got to remember to plug the Instagram.
Right.
Instagram/WienerDogJoe.
WienerDogJoe.
We also have this one. This one is very new. Came out a couple of days ago. The bomb squad were called to the Gloucestershire? There we go.
Gloucestershire
Royal Hospital yesterday after a man told staff he had an explosive device in his rectum. It was apparently from World War II. He said he had accidentally fallen on an explosive device dating back to World War II when he was clearing out his memorabilia. Yes, accidentally fallen.
Wow. No, I did not. I did not hear about that one. Actually, that's amazing.
Yeah, they called the bomb squad.
But okay,
this is not on the Onion.
Setting aside how ridiculous the story is for a second.
Yeah.
The bomb squad had to be called? Like, was it an active bomb?
Well, they probably didn't know. If it's World War II memorabilia, it's probably like safer to assume it is than not, and just like, I don't know, a doctor crams his hand in or whatever like device he uses, whatever like calipers, into a man's ass in order to extract a potentially explosive device. You're not only putting the victim there at risk, I mean victim in quotation marks, pretty sure this guy just shoved the bomb up his own ass, but you're endangering the whole hospital. I think it's like a matter of like course. You're going to have to call the bomb squad. Well, it's a bomb.
In that case, I gotta say to the man who put it up his ass, like, golf clap, sir, because you are officially the bravest man that's ever lived. There is no further. You cannot take, if you're brave enough, further than putting a live bomb up your ass. That is the ultimate. There's literally nothing else that you could put up there that is braver. I can't imagine. He's the bravest man that ever lived, well, I mean, and he deserves some sort of like gay medal. I don't know. Like,
hey, you don't have to be gay to shove things up your ass, man. That's very insensitive and not very 2021.
That's fair. That's fair. He deserves the medal of anal penetration.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. But yeah, that is a whole nother level of bravery. A source apparently told The Sun it was basically an inert lump of metal, so there was no risk to life, at least not to anyone else's. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, right? And I also like, one of the things I like about this story is that it doesn't tell you what kind of device, whether it's like a small grenade. When I read it the first time, I pictured like a small torpedo.
That's me too.
A very
100%.
Like a good size like metal bomb painted green.
Totally.
That's like tubular.
Yes, this is exactly what I was picturing. It's like it gets a little bit larger in the center and then tapers off on the ends. Yep. 100%.
Exactly. It's like a RPG that you would shoot out of a.
Yes, like a video game, RPG, 100%. That's exactly what I was picturing. And I'm picturing him, like, sitting on it slowly, like, stretching his, God, lubricating this bomb. Jesus Christ. Can we bleep this part out?
Let's move on. Do you have any hot news stories for us today?
I do,
Django Tyson?
Indeed. Yeah, I got a couple of them for us that I discovered. Hopefully, we'll see if you've heard about either of these. So, first one is that in Italy, a man who...
I love Italy.
I mean, we've spent some wonderful time in Italy, me and Jimmy Pancakes together, actually.
under the sunsets.
Indeed. Oh, stories that we will share with you.
We talked about one last time where the waiter contemptuously poured my beer.
Right. Good times.
Anyway, please continue.
A man in Italy who himself is a dentist attempted to fool health professionals when he presented them with a fake arm in an attempt to dodge the vaccine.
A fake arm?
Yes.
Oh, like he had a fake arm in his clothing?
Exactly. This is from the article, the nurse who was administering the vaccines was quick to realize something was wrong. This person told local media that when she rolled up his sleeve, she found the skin rubbery and cold and the pigment too light, and she couldn't see the veins. At first, I thought
it's like a black guy with like a white arm.
Right, exactly. She goes, at first I thought that he made a mistake, that it was a patient with an artificial arm, and he offered me the wrong arm. But then I realized, and then it goes on to talk about how she found multiple. When they took his shirt up, there were multiple more of the plastic arms taped to his chest. Like, what? I don't know, just in case the first one was compromised somehow, like he could pull out a second one.
Just in case they decided to inject him in the nipple through his shirt or something.
Right.
Be like, I'm protected.
I'm picturing it's like the video, it's like the helmet, and the helmet comes off, and you got another helmet underneath the helmet, and it's just like more helmets. Like he just keeps pulling out. He's like, oh, sorry, that was a fake arm. Here's my real arm. Zoop! And like another fake one comes out.
It's like, what is this? The Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen? It's insane to think that would work.
And he himself is a dentist, so like he's this is a medical.
Well, he works on teeth, man.
Yeah,
this is not the same. It also doesn't say how good of a dentist.
Yeah, all I'm saying is after this, I'm never going to his dentist's office. That's for sure.
When you're in Italy, you got to get your teeth worked on. You make sure it's not him.
Right. Who was the man that did that? I'm not sure if the article says his name.
Did what?
When I'm looking for my dentist, I'm gonna be like, who was that one guy who did the fake arm thing? Yeah, take me away from him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. The man should have watched the movie Gattaca instead. There's really pro scenes in there where Ethan Hawke dodges the bullet in terms of injections and stuff like that.
I see.
I can't remember exactly. It's been a long time, but
Gattaca. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah,
but
Gattaca. It's good.
You are our resident cinema expert. Yeah.
It's true.
Not I.
Well,
but regardless of your thoughts on the vaccine thing, it's like we don't want to have a debate about that. But
no, we don't at all.
But do tell us your thoughts on how one could potentially use a plastic arm to dodge a medical procedure. That is something I'd be interested in.
Get creative.
Right.
Get creative.
If one put enough thought and planning in, do you think they could pull it off? Do you think they could go to a doctor and have a minor surgery on their arm, non-invasive minor surgery, and the doctor never know that it was a fake arm? I would love that challenge. Matter of fact, if you go and do that and complete that challenge, you will be featured on an episode of Wiener Dog Joe, and you will personally be able to have brunch with both of us after the episode.
100%, that's real.
Yes. So send your video.
Also, vaccinate your wiener dogs, everybody.
Wiener dogs need them the most. Send your video to vaccinate.wienerdog.fakearm, and we'll go from there.
There's no @ in that.
That's okay.
Okay, that's just totally legit web
you
address.
go to the web address and you submit it there. It goes to the cloud.
Is that? Do you have another one?
I do indeed.
Okay.
So news story number 2. Big news here. Up in Norway, an animal researcher noticed.
I like Norway.
Yes, indeed. An animal researcher noticed on his spare time, I believe, that foxes around his house, at least a certain variety of fox, were enjoying cheese that he was I think he left out to ferment. I'm going to have to read the
Where's
details
the mystery?
here.
It's fucking cheese.
Right.
Everyone loves cheese.
So the foxes were coming up and eating the cheese that he had outside. Maybe it's just cold enough in Norway where people store cheese outside. Maybe, I don't know. Send us a
comment. The winter?
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Send us a comment on cheese storage in Norway, please. But anyways.
It would probably get like frost burn on it though. You know what I mean? It's so fucking cold out there.
So the researcher started to do a little bit of his own experimentation, and he found out that this certain species of fox had favorite cheeses.
Nice.
And the favorite cheese. Do you want to guess what? Just take a wild guess at like what the top, like, I don't know, one of the top 3 was.
One of the top cheeses.
Yeah.
Are they like Norway specific cheeses? Are these cheeses that I would know?
No, you might know them, but they're like harder cheeses.
Like,
they're not soft like goat cheese or brie.
Because you wouldn't keep a brie out in the frost of Norway.
I suppose that makes sense.
A nice brie popsicle.
Nice frozen brie-sicle.
Go outside for a nice brie-sicle. Yeah.
It's a delicacy somewhere.
I don't know. What kind of cheese is camembert? That comes to mind, but I'm not exactly sure I know what it is
another soft one, like brie.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about like a nice blue cheese? How about that?
Blue cheese is not one of them. Do you want to try one more, or do you want me to just lay them out?
Just like a nice cheddar.
Cheddar?
A hard cheddar, a sharp cheddar.
Cheddar was not one of them, although I'm not sure how much cheddar they eat in Norway, to be fair, and like anywhere outside of the U.S., to be fair.
Is cheddar like totally American?
I think it might be.
I found cheddar in Finland when I was in Finland.
I'm sure there's good cheddar out there.
It wasn't yellow cheddar,
right.
If that matters. We might just be the yellow cheddar.
Yellow cheddar capital. Is that a Wisconsin thing?
Tell me the cheese.
So the top 3 top 3 cheeses that the Fox's favorite 3 cheeses were the Gouda, the Gouda, the Parmesan.
Gouda. Parmesan.
And
you nibble on Parmesan for a good long time.
Yeah, you got the rind to work through. I could see it being, both challenging and rewarding for a fox with a discerning palate,
Yeah.
Anyways, you had the Gouda and you had the Parmesan, and then there were various others that he put out as well. That he lists a few others, but it seems like if you've got a fox and you want to make friends with it, Gouda and Parmesan. Now,
see, I have some problems with this.
I want to leave a disclaimer that I am not an animal doctor nor any kind of medical expert, and I am not giving actual advice for how to care for animals, and giving foxes cheese might actually harm them, so probably don't actually do it. But that's the news for the week.
The thing about that story, I'm not a doctor either. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't shove explosives into your rectum if you're anybody. But yeah, I mean, my question about that story is, what kind of cheeses would they not eat? Did they not eat certain cheeses? And also, like, what kind of animals wouldn't eat cheese, I mean, I'm sure there are some, but in terms of, like, foxes and, like, animals like that, I don't know, the groups of animals. It just seems to me like a lot of animals would eat fucking cheese if you put it out, is my belabored point here.
It's true, although...
And I don't think they would, like, super care what kind of cheese.
Does cheese occur in nature, like, naturally? Like, would they have ever encountered cheese? Does the average fox ever encounter cheese?
I don't think... Yeah, this is not Redwall. I don't think you have, like, little fucking colonies of mice making, like, mead and cheese out there.
So what's interesting is that they probably never encountered it before, yet they knew it was food. But I guess that happens a lot with human food.
Animals know what food is.
That's true.
That's what they know more than anything else.
It's fair. That's why
they know it.
That's why
they just know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll move on to the weather.
Okay, I'm gonna go pee also. Should we pause or just keep it recording? You think?
Keep it recording, and we'll leave it all in.
All right. Oh, great. Okay, all the silence.
You have returned. Are you ready to continue?
Indeed, Jimmy, indeed. Let's get the pancakes flipping.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed your commercial break. And now we are back with the weather. Are you ready for a spicy weather story, my friend?
Tell me what's been going on with the weather near you lately.
Yeah, so last week we talked about how global warming is causing extreme weather.
Warming,
which was very news.
Right.
Which is very news.
Very.
Today, we've learned that global warming speeds up the frequency of hot weather and rainfall. So, the frequency of extreme hot weather and record temperatures and rainfall has increased around the world as a result of global warming. This is according to a massive study.
More doomsday headlines for your early morning commute.
So that's the weather news.
That's the news in the weather.
Yeah, I thought it was just as astonishing as the last one, and I'm glad that they're still doing studies on this because we haven't really, come to a conclusion that global warming is fucking shit up yet.
Right,
so,
right. Well, luckily, actually...
One of these days, maybe we'll start doing something about it instead of just, doom calling.
Sports!
Sports! This is tangentially related to two things. One of them is sports, and the other is Halloween. This is a Halloween story. So, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Halloween sports story. Hit me with it, Jamie.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson, known murderer, is also a candy stealer. That's right. We have video evidence of O.J. walking around, punching children, and stealing their candy.
No, shut up. Shut up. No.
The problem is, because the video was slightly grainy, the courts have decided it is inadmissible as evidence, so he will go free.
I need to see this video. Send me this video right now. Link me this shit.
Well, it's not real.
Oh.
Yeah, I made it up.
I was so ready for a video of O.J. Simpson punching children.
Yeah, you like that one?
Oh shit. Okay.
That's sports.
Okay, that's it for sports.
Yeah. Oh, your reaction to that.
What's this?
I haven't gotten you that good in a while. It's fantastic.
Oh shit.
I know we never lie. We never lie about anything on this podcast. That's the only lie.
Right. I mean,
so it is understandable that I got you.
God bless our troops in Vietnam.
Yeah, exactly. God bless.
Oh shit.
So I got a phone call. I'm folding this into our movie trivia, modifying it, because my boy Brad Pitt hit me up the other day.
Oh, your boy.
And yeah, he asked me to have you on the show weigh in on who he should play next, because he gets a lot of offers, right? He's Brad fucking Pitt.
Right. Interesting.
And he's in the mood to do a biopic.
Oh.
So, yeah, there are 4 major ones here, and we can debate the pros and cons.
Oh, you've got options. It's an ABCD situation.
Yeah, got options. That's he wants us to help him narrow in the options.
Of course, right. Okay, hit me with the pitches.
And these are all real people. Well, mostly real people. We'll see. So the first one is Howard Stern. Now, I think Pitt would be a good Stern. I mean, what's your take on that?
I think he could pull it off for sure. I mean, actually, in all seriousness, Brad Pitt has pretty good range, and he definitely...
He does always play a blonde man, though. It'd be interesting to see him, decked out in the black curls.
Right, the full makeup, full wig. But yeah, he could totally pull that off, man. I would love that. I mean, and Howard Stern, his whole persona is being like a ladies' man, and I think Brad Pitt, I don't know if that's how he is in real life, but at least that's his media persona. So I think that actually works.
Yeah. And I mean, shows like this, our show, definitely owe themselves to Howard Stern. Total fucking vanguard, man.
Right. There would be no WDJB if there weren't Howard Stern. Big ups.
Yeah, Mr.
Big
Stern.
Ups. Howard, if you
Big ups,
you are listening and you want to send us a message, I mean, Richard Nixon already weighed in last week. We're happy to listen to what you have to say or answer any questions you might have about policies or but you got to leave $5 in the comments. Thanks, Howard.
Yeah, we can't break the rules for you that much. So Howard Stern, that's number 1. The second one is that there's a biopic of Ben Affleck in the works, and they're talking about having Brad Pitt do it. What do you think about that one?
First of all, the idea of a biopic of Ben Affleck is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. It's been the most boring movie ever. Like,
It'd be, no, I don't know. He's probably led an interesting life.
I was raised as a white kid, and then I got into acting 'cause my daddy got some money, and I went over and I did some acting, and then the rest of the
Is that how
movie...
Ben Affleck?
That's how he talks, yeah.
Is that how he talks in your reality?
The rest of the movie
It's
would
like
be some kind of like meta thing where it's like a movie about being in movies. Like,
that voice made it sound like he should be hiking up his suspenders with like a piece of straw in his teeth.
right? Like he I think I turned him into the guy in the horror film who warns you not to go that way. You don't want to go up there.
Sometimes dead is better.
Oh, yeah. Brad Pitt playing Ben Affleck. Oh, I mean,
they're buddies.
Yeah,
they've been buddies for a long time, so
right?
he'd do it pretty well.
I think that somehow Leo would have to be in that mix as well. You know, like I feel like they're like all part of the same.
You'd have Leo play Brad Pitt.
Right, and then who's the other one? Wait, who's the other one? Matt Damon.
Yeah.
We need him.
You just have Matt Damon play Matt Damon.
Right, he's just in there. Yeah, exactly. As himself.
Or you have Casey Affleck play Matt Damon.
Who the fuck is Casey? As like Ben's brother?
It's Ben's more talented brother.
Is he actually does he actually have a brother?
Oh yeah, he's a really good actor. I really like him.
Really?
Yeah, Casey Affleck for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, check out Gone Baby Gone, directed by Ben Affleck. Not a joke.
Starring his brother?
Yeah.
What?
It's really great. Yeah.
Today we learned that Ben Affleck has some legit art out there in the world.
Yeah, he's a good director. Anyway, Brad Pitt as Ben Affleck, that's option number 2.
I'm not very on board with that one so far. I'm loving the Howard Stern. But,
so
we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep him. We're gonna wait till the end to make our decision. Hit me with number 3.
We're gonna keep rolling. So these last two are like a little bit, I don't know. It might be problematic for some listeners, but Bill Cosby.
Oh God, damn it! Why?
You know that he's out of jail?
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Because they're like, dude, if you were a black guy who raped a bunch of women and you weren't rich, there's no way you're getting out of jail. White dudes happens all the time.
But then if you're O.J. Simpson,
if you're rich,
you can get away with murder.
Yeah.
And punching children, stealing their candy.
O.J. is the outlier, but then again, he's fucking rich and famous, just like Bill Cosby.
That's what I'm saying. It's another example.
Yeah. A Bill Cosby biopic. You'd have to give him the Robert Downey Jr. treatment from Tropic Thunder for Brad Pitt to play it.
Very problematic. Putting Brad Pitt in blackface to play a rapist. This sounds.
I mean,
it would get views.
It would get the people talking. It would get the chins wagging.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he could pull it off though, regardless of like the outrage factor?
Does he have the acting range
to play Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby, not one of Bill Cosby's roles, but Bill. Tough to say.
Not Jello pudding, but just like Bill Cosby.
I don't even know how Bill Cosby is in his regular life. Like,
it's supposed to be like a dark psychological portrait of a sociopath. It's like a horror film. It's like a psychological horror movie.
Right.
It's like There Will Be Blood or something. It's about somebody with a complete disregard for morality.
But he's just like zap, zap, zappity boo as he just like comes in the room and turns off the light and locks the door.
You'll have moments of that, those like zappity boo Jello pudding, but then it's like the camera zooms out and you'll see it's on set, and then it just resumes its tonality as a dark psychological horror film. So, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It sounds controversial and amazing. Pretty fun.
But maybe not starring Brad Pitt in 2021.
I mean, maybe you could just get Bill Cosby to do it. Fuck it.
Right. It'd be like you could redeem yourself. Not really at all, but
make yourself into some kind of dark meme, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. Hit me with the next one.
Well, the fourth one is even stranger in a way because it's Aunt Jemima. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Aunt Jemima has officially been canceled.
Yes, I did see this,
which is hilarious. I have no opinion one way or the other. I just think it's hilarious. And also a good time to do an Aunt Jemima biopic. So
Aunt Jemima lore biopic, huh?
Aunt Jemima lore.
So can we Tarantino this? Can we make it so that like the first scene and the last scene are like her becoming the maple syrup bottle woman, you know, like, and then like the whole story in between is how she like the story of her like growing up and coming up in the maple syrup world. I think the winner would be that. Give me.
I don't think Brad Pitt should play Aunt Jemima for similar reasons that he should not play Bill Cosby. I just think it'd be problematic.
You know, Aunt Jemima, technically we don't know the color of her skin because we've only ever seen the bottle of the syrup.
That's true, actually. Do you think people are just like assuming she's black?
I mean, you can make, you know, some pretty strong guesses based on her style choices, right? And but yeah, I mean, in the end, you don't know, and like her name and like, you know, everything. But you know, she might be just a white Southern woman named Aunt Jemima.
Yeah. Maybe we're all being just really insensitive by assuming her ethnicity.
And maybe like
it's like you don't want to assume people's genders these days. You also don't want to assume Aunt Jemima's identity.
And hey, even if
maybe we should shut up now.
Oh my god. I think it's going to be one of those times, you know, like the Ghostbusters with an all-female cast. It's like the lore of Aunt Jemima starring a white male, you know?
Yeah, just 2021 it. Just flip it on its head.
Right, exactly. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's our movie segment for the day. Definitely no hot takes there. Definitely nothing that will raise any eyebrows whatsoever. But you know what? Send a fucking email to Brad Pitt. He asked me to do this on the podcast.
Right.
So,
Bradley.pitt@bradpitt.bradpitt.
Yeah. And Brad, if you want to come on the show and workshop these with us, totally willing.
Right.
Absolutely. But you do have to leave $5 below.
Leave $5 in the comments. You know, my favorite has to be the Aunt Jemima. If we could work that into a real film, I think it has potential to be actually an amazing film.
Yeah. I'm going to go Howard Stern.
Howard Stern's the most realistic.
But I do want to see that Bill Cosby movie, but starring like Samuel L. Jackson channeling his performance from Django Unchained kind of thing.
That would be.
I think that'd be incredible. This is from Georgia Stevens in Nantucket, who asks, okay, Django Tyson, Kill Bang Marry, Bernie Sanders, Elon Musk, and Sir Ian McKellen.
All right, Elon Musk, Ian McKellen,
Gandalf.
Right, and
Bernie Sanders.
All right. Well, I would definitely have sex with Bernie Sanders.
Solid choice.
Yeah, like, you know, nice, soft, flappy flesh. Probably wouldn't be too tight. He wouldn't feel much.
It seems like he'd be a giver, too. He'd be like a nice, sweet man.
Enthusiastic blowjobs from Bernie Sanders. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would marry.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I mean, I'd marry Ian McKellen. I was gonna say Elon for the money, but Ian's got plenty of money himself, and I don't think I could be with an unbearable person like Elon Musk. So then I'd have to kill his ass off, and that'd be fine.
Yeah. I completely concur. I could not have said it better myself, and that's the exact order of operations that my brain went to as well.
Right.
Definitely marrying Sir Ian McKellen. Not only is he gay, so he'd be enthusiastic about it.
Fair.
But he's also just awesome. He's a fucking awesome human.
Yeah.
And an amazing artist. So, Ian, you know what? I'm going to even break the rules. If you want to come on the show, Ian McKellen, you don't even have to give us $5.
No, just drop a comment below.
Let us know.
Yep. And, you know, we'll fly.
Drop a comment below.
Yeah, we'll fly you out here to where we record.
Yeah.
Yep.
To the studio that we're both in.
To the studio.
And if you have a question that you want read out from the mailbag, leave a comment below and $5. And I 100% promise we might get to it. Do you have anything else? Any pressing issues before we round out the show today?
Well, stop for a sec.
Yeah.
I insert this before that. I have a couple of mailbag questions for you.
All right, so, mailbag for me.
Yeah. So mailbag coming. So let me dig into my mailbag over here today, Jimmy Pancakes, and see what I find for you.
Okay, all right. I will edit that around for sure, 100%.
So we got this question comes from a Miss Yamtoes.
Miss Yamtoes.
Miss Yamtoes, as she prefers to be referred, I guess.
I like the idea of Miss. I like that.
Right, mysterious.
Yeah.
Perhaps the Yamtoes.
Well, it's just not Mrs., you know?
Right.
She's single.
She
wants to ask me a question.
Indeed.
I'm intrigued.
Right. Unfortunately, the question is not regarding her Yamtoes, but I've got some questions for her about that another time. Now, here's the question for you.
Okay.
How much money would it take to get you to go and live and try to survive on a deserted island that did have fresh water for 6 months? How much? And no one's watching out for you. You could totally die in this scenario. And this is all the words. This is exactly how she wrote it. By the way, I'm reading this from a letter, and she put like a little thing at the bottom with like an arrow and like some bullet points. So I'm reading it just the way it's written. Yeah,
got it.
And
so like,
and
is there anything else on the island? Just water.
Yeah,
we don't know.
We don't know. We know there's no other humans.
So Tom Hanks isn't there with the beach ball,
right? But the beach ball might be.
The beach ball might be. I could have my own Wilson companion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I wouldn't do it for any money because I wouldn't survive, like guaranteed.
Just straight up. What about
I have like no skills other than talking nonsense.
Luckily, down here at the bottom of the letter, she put a little P.S. If he says no, then ask him about 1 month. So, for the sake of Miss Yamtoes, 1 month on the island. Do you think you could survive it?
Miss Yamtoes, do I think I could survive it? Probably not. I mean, I have no hunting ability. If there's like fruit to forage, I'm sure I could last a month. I don't know how warm or cold it is. Tell her to like write a treatise up and like tell her to have like a game plan. You know, I want to know details. I want to know how much money I'm being offered, and we can revisit this. But I think it's just too mysterious.
Well, you heard it, Miss Yamtoes. Write in with the details, maybe even a treatise that we could sign, and we will send Jimmy Pancakes out to the island, perhaps depending upon your terms.
If the money's right, then I'll do a podcast from the island and tell you how it's going. But it's got to be a significant amount of money. At least like $20 million for a month. Yeah.
20 million. That's
20 million.
All right. Well, that's your baseline. All right, Yamtoes.
Yeah.
That's your baseline.
Because I'll probably fucking die.
Cough up the dough if you got it.
I don't want to go out on those terms yet.
Fair. Well, there's your answer, Miss Yamtoes. Moving on to the next one here. All right.
Okay.
This one is coming from a what is this name here? Hard to make out this name here. This is looking like a Sky Goldberg. Goldberg.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah, and Mr. Goldberg wants to know, can we talk about the UFOs?
That's the question.
That's the question. Can we talk about the UFOs?
Does he want to talk about it with me, or is he asking if you and I will talk about UFOs?
Well, it says we. So I guess that means us with him, right? Like,
yeah, because otherwise he would say, "Can you guys talk about UFOs?" That's
true.
who I would.
Maybe
interpret
it's the
that.
Proverbial we. You know, like, can we talk about the blah blah blah? Like,
can we just talk about the children? The UFOs.
It is pretty crazy though that
I don't know
that
UFOs
are actually like verified like in Earth, on like Earth, around Earth, and
in around
right
during
in below within
during Earth. I don't
know. It's
wild.
pretty wild.
It's
like,
mad.
It's kind of
we already knew.
Mind-boggling. Like, I mean, we knew, but like we didn't know. No, like now it's like legit.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, anything that you see that like in terms of that, there is an entirely possible explanation that it's made by humans. Like, there's so much shit that here we go into conspiracy land, but organizations out there, we're not privy to what they're up to. Militaries particularly. I mean, there's a pretty solid knowledge that what we see in terms of what the military has, like what we're privy to, they are like at least a decade on advanced from that and have been since probably like the 60s or 70s.
So
I don't know.
you think perhaps we've reached a point where it's actually...
I'm just saying there's room for doubt. I want it to be true though.
Me too.
I want it to be true that the UFOs are schmobbing around, and I'll be very interested to hear what they have to say when they have something to say.
Right. I hope we're
I hope they're benevolent.
Yeah. I mean, even if not, I just hope we're alive to see it. Like, if I'm gonna die, I'd hate to like die of cancer and then 5 years later the Earth gets blown up by aliens. Like, I want to be there for the alien explosion. You know what I mean? So, give me that death for sure. But
yeah, I'm down. Like, if the apocalypse is gonna happen, I would love to see it, but not live through it. Because concurrent with my skills for survival on a desert island, I don't think I would survive the apocalypse either. Nor would I really want to. Seems like it would suck.
Oy. But
maybe
the aliens, maybe they wouldn't leave it as a wasteland. Maybe they would take over Earth and turn it into like some kind of garden or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love for the aliens to help us fix our stupid ass planet and society.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there you have
it. With that, we'll end on a nice weird note there. And with that, we're out of here. Wiener Dog Joe and the Bun in the Morning, episode number 38 in the bag, baby.
38 down. We will see you next time for number 39, and we're gonna be planning. Stay tuned for that big 50th anniversary party coming up.
That's right. I've been Jimmy Pancakes, along with my spicy colleague Django Tyson, and we will return. Peace, love, and hand grenades, you crazy cunts.
The sausage biscuit requiem has come. The sausage biscuit requiem has come. You have got the cheese, and I have got my gun. Together we dance under greasy moonlight. Hold me close, darling. Make me feel right. Blur, 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 diggy dear. Cheese and sausage for the masses of the earth. And no, I will not allow you to give birth to the monster of cheese and doom.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Got it.
Wait, were you recording too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's see which one sounds better. Did you... It may not be... Might be hooked to the Bluetooth.
The Bluetooth's off.
No, let's see what mine sounds like.